Hey there guys, how are you? I'm eating Sour Patch Kids. By the way, I picked this shirt up at Walmart. I want you guys to really look at it. This is a large. It looks a little tight, right? It looks a little try-hard. Should I wear it? I don't know. Fuck it, it's too late and I don't want to change. So anyway guys, how are you doing? Today we're talking about a whole bunch of new Blu-ray movies. A few of these were sent to me by Warner Brothers to talk about and review, and the other ones I picked up from Best Buy a few weeks ago. Oh no, time's undefeated. Time takes everybody out. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this in just one second, but first I want to tell you about an awesome community for collectors like you guys and myself. It's an awesome website called Jimmer where you guys can trade, sell, talk about collectibles, anything and everything you want to. Like all this crazy shit back here. So for example, if you want to take a picture of something like that, you post it to the site and you can sell it, trade it, or just talk about that and many other collectibles. The website's completely free to join and it even has movie clubs. That's right, I have my very own movie club on there. I'll put the link to that down below. Go there, join it. I want you there. That's the Sour Patch Kids talking. First they're sour, then they're sweet. Hang on. So yeah, guys, definitely check out Jimmer. Go there, create an account. You can do it on Android or iOS or on your computer. Download the apps. Now here's the coolest thing. Since I like you guys, maybe a little bit too much, don't tell anybody. If you guys want to win a $50 Amazon gift card on me, here's all you have to do. Go to Jimmer, link down below, go through that link, sign up, create an account, and upload a picture of one of your collectibles. So if you want to upload your endoskeleton or your DeLorean or your King Kong or your Enterprise, what have you, just upload that picture to your account and tag it with the tag The Flick Pick. And if you guys want to go above and beyond that, you guys can upload as many collectible pictures as you want. Now keep in mind, these can't just be selfies of you and your grandmother, even though that's the kind of stuff I want to see, but you can showcase as many collectibles as you want with the tag The Flick Pick to increase your chances of winning. And 1 month from now, the winner will be selected, and you have about a week to respond. If not, they're gonna pick somebody else. So win free shit down below. Click the link. I love Stallone. And by the way, let's talk about Creed. Now, I never got to do an official movie review for this movie because, well, my life, if I really gave you the details of my life over the last 6 months, it would blow your melons. It should be a movie. One day I will tell you the story of what's happening. But anyway, Creed was a phenomenal movie. It was essentially a reboot of the Rocky franchise by retitling it Creed. You have Michael B. Jordan, who's a young boxer, who's the son of Apollo Creed, and he wants to earn a name for himself in the boxing ring. And who does he take on as his mentor and his coach? No other than Sylvester Stallone, Rocky himself. And I just really enjoyed this movie. It was in my top 5 movies of 2015, and it's probably my second favorite movie in the Rocky franchise, right behind the first Rocky. Now, in all fairness, I'll always have a special place in my heart for Rocky 4. Why? Because it's nothing but training montage sequences with shit tons of baby oil and 80s rock ballads. Just thinking about it makes me want to fucking do a push-up. Now let's talk more about Sylvester Stallone and Creed. Every line that Stallone gives in this movie is one of the most inspirational, motivational lines I've ever heard. He could just be saying, hey, you want to go get the newspaper? Because it ain't about going to get the newspaper, it's about reading the newspaper. It ain't about who you are, but it's about who you read. And that made no sense, but if he said it, I would be motivated to do something with my life. Let's get a little bit serious. Everything from the filmmaking to the storytelling aspect of this movie is perfect. I really like the boxing sequences in this movie where it doesn't feel like there's a lot of cuts. You almost do like a one take kind of style of the boxing sequence, so it makes you feel like you're there and immersed into it, and you almost get tired and dehydrated along with the two boxers in the ring. Overall, Creed was just a really solid movie with a heartfelt story that was intriguing, interesting. Was it groundbreaking? No, it kind of duplicated the same formula that the first Rocky movie and the kind of the second movie and the third movie and basically all the movies kind of had the same formula. But you know what? If it's not broken, don't fix it. Just interject a few new things along the way and make a good movie. And that's what this does. The next one up is In the Heart of the Sea, starring Chris the Thor Hemsworth fighting Moby Dick. Did I really have to emphasize dick so much when I said that? But anyway, this is a movie I originally did want to see in theaters. I never got around to it, so the first time I watched this was on Blu-ray, and it's directed by Ron Howard, and I think Ron Howard's a very good director, a phenomenal director, but cinematically with the color grading and his camera angles, lately, the last few movies Ron Howard has made, I think they look good. They're very stylized, but they kind of look like a more competent, intelligent version of Michael Bay. Now just hear me out. I'm not comparing Ron Howard to Michael Bay. Ron Howard can make good movies with storytelling and acting in them. But just the way they kind of look, they're very stylized, very contrasty. A lot of the colors are like green and yellow and blue, and it just a little bit reminds me of Michael Bay movies. Anybody else? If you understand what I'm talking about, I hope 2 of you do, let me know down below. I don't want to be alone. But as far as a movie goes, it felt a little choppy. There's some things where just this big event happens and then it gets skimmed over, and then another big event happens and then something gets skimmed over. It's just a series of random events that feel like they keep happening. My favorite sequence in the movie, though, is when they're stuck in lifeboats for like 3 months. And I've always enjoyed things like that. I've always enjoyed survival movies because I look at these desperate people just starving, they're dehydrated, they got crust on their lips, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'm so glad I'm not you right now. And when I watch that, it just relaxes me, and I can drink my water and eat my Sour Patch Kids and just look at the despair and the pain of these other people on my screen. And for some reason, that just makes me feel so good about my life. But yeah, watching Chris Hemsworth in this film, who plays a sea captain, a whaler, I came to the conclusion Chris Hemsworth would be a phenomenal Aquaman. He looks the part, he could sound the part, and yes, I know that he's Thor, but I just feel like he could almost be a better Aquaman in the DC universe if he wasn't Thor in the Marvel universe. I'm just saying, that's just one tidbit from my brain to you. But nevertheless, In the Heart of the Sea looked great on Blu-ray. Would I probably want to watch the movie again? Probably not. I don't recommend buying this on Blu-ray, but I do recommend watching it on Blu-ray just once. Maybe go to the Red Box. Yeah, go to the Red Box. Okay, the next one up is Kingsman, The Secret Service. Yes, guys, I did see the movie. I watched the fucking movie in the theater. And I bought the movie because I liked it so much. It just took me a while to buy it. I get a lot of YouTube comments. Anytime I don't mention I see a movie, people are always like, you gotta go see that movie. It's like, I did. I just didn't tell you I did. But anyway, I really like Kingsman, The Secret Service. I have not watched it on Blu-ray yet. I'm keeping the seal on there because one day, when I get a little bit, I'm kind of feeling in the mood, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into my foot cave and I'm going to slowly take off the sticker, and just the sound of that's going to excite me to watch the movie. Anybody else do that? And very quickly, I have 2 more movies I picked up from Best Buy a while back. The first one is Sicario, which was also my top 10 best movies of 2015. And really, just a surprise movie to me because I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I like movies like this because I like crime, drama, thrillers. And Sicario is directed by the same director who also directed Prisoners, which is in my top 10 movies of 2014. So I'm really excited to see what other movies this guy does in the future. But as far as this movie goes, there's moments in this movie that have kind of like a Michael Mann element. And if you don't know who Michael Mann is, he directed movies like Heat and Collateral. But what I'm talking about is there's a convoy sequence where they're trying to get this prisoner out of Mexico back to the US. And it's a very slow, somber, intense scene. And it's just like everything that can go wrong might go wrong. And I really enjoyed that anticipation and that buildup during that scene. And it sort of reminded me of a Michael Mann movie, just the way that the camera was moving. And once again, this is another Blu-ray. I have not watched it. It's still in the plastic. And I'm going to leave it that way because I bought a lot of these movies. I already seen them in the theater. I liked them enough to buy them on Blu-ray. And I want to add them to the collection. That way, one day when I have nothing better to do with my life, I can come in here, immerse myself into these movies once again. So yeah, it's like a fine wine. You got to keep it bottled up in the plastic. The next one up is Straight Outta Compton. But really, I just wanted to check out the unrated director's cut. I'm kind of curious to see just how unrated that is. But this is the musical biopic of the group NWA, who came to fruition in the late 1980s, early 1990s. And, I just like true stories. It's always kind of intriguing to me to see how people made it from nothing to become millionaires. It's just like, that's pretty fucking cool. Should I even talk about this piece of shit? Why not? Okay, so I bought this DVD off Amazon. Now, I only bought it for one movie, and it was Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. And with that said, yeah, technically I felt like I had to include that into the movie update collection video, but the reason I bought that is I'm doing a special collab video with my friend Chris Stuckman that should be up sometime this week, so look out for that. That'll be on his channel. I took a whole bunch of notes for that shitty movie. I'll never watch it again. So anyway, guys, here's my question to you guys, and let me know down below what you guys think about some of the movies we talked about today. Give me your thoughts, your insights, your opinions. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't already, make sure you check out part 1 of the Blu-ray collection update, which went up last week. I'll put a link to that video down below where we talk about more Blu-ray movies. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.